Hey guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. So today's unboxing is the Trunk 4.0 from Drunk Elephant. So it's the 2020 version of what they're calling their trunk. So if you're unfamiliar with the trunk, this is the fourth one, they've been doing it for 4 years. It's essentially a collection of generally 10 of their full-size products, and you get them for a lot less than you would pay if you bought everything individually, and you also get a kind of trunk, as they call it, to keep it in. So last year we got a little skincare fridge. I did an unboxing of that and I'll put a card here if you want to check it out. And this year we've got a cabin sized suitcase. It's hard shelled, it's got the little Drunk Elephant and on the top it says Drunk Elephant and Monos. It's got this like neon design going around it. So it's like a special little collaboration that Monos has made for them. Monos as a brand was totally new to me. I've never heard of this suitcase brand before, I think because it's American and I'm over in the UK. But it is quite an expensive brand, and a case like this would usually be around $200. So as a free gift, it's fantastic. So I'm going to insert now a close-up I did of me opening the suitcase and kind of showing you all the features and things. So it even came in a cute little stripy box like this, and then in a dust bag. And this is the case, and it is a really good suitcase. It's one of those where you can literally swizzle it all the way around. It's got a telescopic handle on it as well, so it's one of those that will be really great asset to travel in. Obviously it's cabin safe, you can take it on a plane. So the suitcase itself is very, very impressive. On the handle it says Drunk Elephant and Monos. To pull up the handle you just press the button underneath and pull it up, and it comes up pretty high. The zip has got this really cute neon colour going around it, so it really does stand out, and then it's got the elephant logo there on the front. So you can see it's got a combination lock which is just set at 0, and you just press this button to release your zips. Obviously you can change the combination and all that stuff, and it's got a little TSA lock on there as well in case security needs to open it for you without damaging the case. Okay, so inside the case, this is the bottom of the case. Got these little buckles, you just press there to undo them. Again, this like neon trim is continued throughout. And then here you've actually got a pocket that unzips on either side. It's all the same kind of net pocket, and you can just flip that over to kind of fill the bottom of the case. It's also got some hard frame structure to the outside of it, so when it is clipped closed, it will hold whatever's underneath there completely in place. It can't be removed completely because these little buckles here, it is actually attached there by material. You probably could completely unfasten it by pulling it through there if you really wanted to, but I'm quite happy for it to stay in as it is. So then moving on to the top half of the case, you can see it's got Drunk Elephant and Monos here. It's got this little zip pocket, and this is mesh as well, so everything's nice and breathable. And there's also a little bag here, which I guess is intended for shoes. It is just plain grey. There isn't any kind of logo or design or anything on that. And then the main kind of compartment of the suitcase is up over here. So you just unzip that, peel it back, and this is the main part of the case. So that's just a nice kind of deep section. The rods that support the actual handle that you pull it along with are in the other half of the case, so this is just completely kind of rectangular, so you can fit most stuff in there. Of course, in the Drunk Elephant case you are getting all of this good stuff, which we're going to look at in a minute, and it also comes with this little leaflet as well. This says the Trunk 4.0, and it tells you a little bit about their collaboration with Monos. A little explanation about the case itself and what's inside. And then just further instructions for all of the products as well as the ingredients. And then now we're gonna have a look at what comes inside. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the price on the screen for the US and the UK in terms of how much this actually costs and how much it's actually worth. And I'm going to do that simply because I know I have people watching from the UK and the US, so just to make it easier, I'm just going to put both sets of prices up there. So everything comes wrapped up in this bubble wrap, and this item here is escaping. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unbox it all for you now, and I'm going to tell you what I think of each individual product. Now, I purchased this myself. I'm a massive Drunk Elephant fan. I have been for a number of years, and although I do try other skincare, I always come back to Drunk Elephant, and I'm always using some, if not all, of the Drunk Elephant products in my routine. I also use like the hair and body care line. I've just ordered the hair and body trunk that they brought out, which is the same sort of thing as this from Drunk Elephant, but it contains their body care range. So I'll do a separate unboxing of that. So I'm going to show you everything, and I'm going to tell you how I use it like in a routine and what I think of each individual product. Now, if you are somebody who uses most of the Drunk Elephant range, this is worth kind of saving up for. It comes out every year just before Christmas time, and it's worth getting if you use a lot of the range because you do save money and you get to sort of use everything. So it is a nice one. So there are some slight variations. This is the UK kit that I purchased because I'm here in the UK. If you're in the US, there is a slight difference because you get the baby facial, which isn't available in the UK. So instead of the baby facial, we have got Balm, which is the electrolyte water facial mask. It's a full size 50ml product. Now this product, if I'm honest, is probably one of my least favourite Drunk Elephant products. It's one of their newer launches, and it's a nighttime water facial is how they describe it. So you put it on after all your other skincare. You can apply moisturiser or you can just apply this. It has little beads in it that burst when you're applying it, so you do get that kind of cooling effect. And it just sits on top of all your other skincare and kind of adds an extra layer of moisture and sort of seals everything in. I find it's quite sticky to sleep in overnight, which sort of it decreases my enjoyment with this product, if you know what I mean. So I tend to use it more as if I'm staying in all day, I use it as the last step in my routine to get the effects without actually having to sleep in it, because I don't want to be like sticking to my pillow, if that makes sense. You may find it different. I have kind of explored using different amounts, different numbers of pumps, but even with using the recommended or less, I'm still getting a little bit of a sort of sticky tacky feel. So let me know if you've used this, what you think. It is still a good product. I do like the results I get from it. I like the kind of plumping effect and the hydration. I just wish it felt less kind of sticky on the skin. But like I said, if you're in the US, you'll have got Baby Facial, which is an amazing product, and I just wish it was something we could get here. I've used it myself before, and it's just a super powerful treatment that really helps kind of turn over those dead skin cells and just sucks everything out the pores. It's very, very good. It just doesn't meet the EU regulations, so unfortunately, as of right now, we can't get it here. Hopefully that will change in the future. Anyway, I'm gonna go into a little bit more of an order now. Okay, so we get as our cleanser the Bestie number 9 cleanser. So if you're not aware, Drunk Elephant actually do 4 different cleansers. They do the Slay Melting Butter cleanser. They also do 2 different soaps. They do the Peaky Bar and the Juju Bar, which are the 2 different cleansing soaps to do. Peaky being the kind of white moisturising one and Juju being the exfoliating one. But this is Bestie number 9. So this is a cleanser that can be used on the face and on the eyes. You can use it dry on the skin. It's a jelly-like texture, as the name would suggest. And you can either put it on a dry face and then wash it off, or you can put it on a wet face and wash it off. There's a few different ways you can kind of play around and see what's best for you, but it is a really great cleanser. It's not stripping at all. It's nice to use in every month. It removes makeup as well as cleansing the skin, and it's a great one just to include in your routine. It's a really nice kind of staple cleanser, and it also contains cantaloupe and glycerin, which I guess is why you don't get that dried out feeling afterwards, but it also doesn't cause breakouts or anything like that, and it's in the full size 150ml or 5 fluid ounces. So in the mornings I don't tend to cleanse, I just do a bit of a water cleanse, wash my face, but I don't really use a cleanser because I don't want any extra sort of stripping or anything like that. Then when I've done that, I will go in with Sea Firmer, which is my absolute favourite of all of the Drunk Elephant products. It's probably my favourite skincare products of all time. And it is a vitamin C serum, and I've used a lot of other vitamin C serums, but this is the absolute favourite. it just works. It just makes my skin glow, it brightens my skin, it gets rid of any kind of dark spots, it gets rid of texture flaking. It just seems to do it all, and I absolutely adore it, and this will always be a part of my routine for sure. So this is again the full size, 30ml or 1 fluid ounce, and yeah, it's just the best vitamin C ever in my opinion. So I love putting that on. Quite often I will actually mix it in with BHydra, which is their intensive hydration serum. It's got pineapple ceramides and provitamin B5 to just really help moisturize the skin, but it is so light. It is like a gel texture and it goes on like nothing, but you can tell the difference because the hydration levels of your skin just like shoot up, and it's really nice to kind of mix with C Firmer and apply together. If you're short on time, the products in the Drunk Elephant range tend to work quite well together, so you can just mix them up, put them on like a skin smoothie they talk about, and it's just super easy. You can just get out the door then if you're in a bit of a rush. So yeah, that's a 50ml full size or 1.69 fluid ounces. And I will then go in with my favourite moisturiser. So this is the Protini Polypeptide Cream, Strengthen and Moisturise. So Drunk Elephant do 2 different moisturisers. They do this one and then they do La La Retro. La La Retro is a little bit thicker, a little bit more moisturising, and a little bit more for an evening or for a drier skin type. Whereas this is super light, like again, like a gel type texture, but actually it works really well even on dry skin. And it just kind of hydrates everything, and it's like an anti-aging benefits to it as well. It's my absolute favourite. It's got 9 signal peptides and pygmy water lily in it, and again it's in the 50ml full size, which is 1.69 fluid ounces. I will also go in with my eye cream. So the eye cream they've included in this set is the Sharba Complex Eye Serum, which contains copper peptides and Edelweiss stem cell. Now it's a 15ml full size or 0.5 fluid ounces, and I think this is probably the most underrated eye cream ever. So the one that seems to get all the kind of credit in the Drunk Elephant range is C Tango, which is their kind of vitamin C daytime, well, it tends to be more for daytime eye cream, but actually I like using this both morning and night. I do use other eye creams on occasion, but I always keep hold of this. And one thing this is great for, I mean, you can apply it on other places, not just your eyes, but it's super, super gentle and moisturising. And even if my skin gets really flared up, and I have in the past been prone to like eczema patches and things on my skin, and it can absolutely tolerate this, and this will soothe it and it will help it. So it is a great one for having all year round, particularly in the winter when your skin is getting a little bit drier and needs a little bit of extra help and care. And it just really cares for the skin, for the eyes, and I do feel like it helps with like fine lines and things as well. So it is a bit of a secret hero product. It doesn't seem to be talked about as much as C Tango or other eye creams on the market, but it absolutely gives the results. So it's a brilliant one for day or night. And of course, if you are going out or if you're sitting by a window or anything else, you need to be wearing sunscreen. So this is the Umbra Tint Physical Daily Defense. So this is the tinted version of Umbra. Now I have both Umbra and Umbra tints, and it just depends on how much colour I've got in my skin as to which one I use. Sometimes I mix them together. If you've got a darker skin tone, then this is going to be better for you than Umbra Sheer, which might leave a bit of a white cast if you have got darker skin. It doesn't tend to on a light skin like my own, but if you are darker, this is going to be a better option for you. So it's got 20% zinc oxide and sunflower shoot extracts, and it just melts into the skin really well. I find it plays well with makeup. I can put makeup on top of it and it doesn't upset it. But actually I find when using a skincare line like this, I don't tend to need makeup. I don't tend to wear foundation very often at all because I don't need to, because your skin tends to look a lot better if you're using really great skincare. That seems to be my experience. So I use this in place of like a foundation, so you're getting the sun protection benefits, which are obviously important to keep protecting your skin from the damaging rays of the sun and all the rest of it, but it also makes your skin look a little bit healthier because it gives it that little bit of colour or glow to the skin as well. So definitely can recommend this as well. We've also got a face oil. So this is the Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil in a 30ml or 1 fluid ounce size. They also do it in a 15ml or half a fluid ounce size, but they've given us the bigger of the two in the trunk, which is quite generous. They could give you the smaller one really and it'd still be great value. But this is just their incredible face oil. And when I first saw this and I kind of thought, oh right, yeah, okay, face oil, how much is a face oil going to do. But you only need a few drops, and this is like super pure marula oil, and it just really nourishes the skin. Again, it gives you a bit of a glow. It's great for just giving yourself a little bit more hydration as well, and I use this morning or night just depending on what my skin needs. I tend to have, like I said, a lot of skincare in rotation. I just tend to apply what I think my skin needs at that point in time, but this is always on my dressing table and it always gets a use in one way or another. You can also use it on hair, nails, or wherever else you would like to use oil, and it's just a really lovely one to use, lasts a long time, and is totally worth the money in my opinion. Then we have got TLC Framboos Night Serum. So this was the first Drunk Elephant product I believe I ever used. I got like a smaller version of it on holiday in America in Sephora before it even launched in the UK, and I used it and I was like, oh wow. It was the first product I think I ever used that really made me sit back and go, okay, this actually works. This is an AHA and BHA blend. Like I said, it's like a night serum and it's a skincare acid, but it is super effective. So for me, at the time when I first picked this up, I had really sensitive or sensitized skin, and my skin was really, really red, and it had lots and lots of texture. So it had like flakes and things, and no matter what I put on, it would soak in moisturizer, but it would still be flaky. And then if I put, and it was red as well, and if I put any like makeup on, foundation, because I was wearing foundation to try and cover it up, it would then look even worse because then I'd just get flaky bits of foundation. It was not good at all. And using this in such a short amount of time, literally a couple of days, it got rid of all the kind of flakiness and texture. And even though it's a skincare acid and you do have to kind of go slowly and build up your use, they say like every other night or what have you, for me it really cleared all that up, and it's never come back since using this product. So I kind of credit this for sorting out a lot of those texture issues and things I had and really smoothing out the skin. And I went from having like red, flaky, itchy, irritated skin to people saying, wow, you've got really great skin. Well, if only you knew, it never used to be like that. So I love this, and this definitely brought me to using Drunk Elephant as a brand. It's brilliant. It's another one that I would not be without and regularly use in the evenings. And it's also got raspberry extract in there as well, and it's just a brilliant night serum. Now if you're worried about using this and your skin isn't necessarily used to it and you kind of want to buffer it a little bit, then BHydra comes in really well. They play well together again. Blend them together, mix them together, put them on, and then it's not quite as powerful as on its own. Or you can just go in with your BHydra after to give it that little extra bit of moisture. Also works really well with virgin marula oil. It actually comes in the little mini set you can get with virgin marula oil, because it recommends putting on your virgin marula oil after you've put on your night serum. For me, quite often after I've applied my night serum, I will top it off with BHydra if I feel like I need extra moisture. Otherwise, I will go in with my polypeptide cream and then top it off with my virgin marula oil. Sometimes as well, and this is the other full-size product in here, we've got a Passione retinol cream. So this is again 30ml full size or 1 fluid ounce, and this is Drunk Elephant's retinol. Now, my skin's quite used to retinol. I've been using this product for quite a while. It is quite a strong retinol if you're not used to it. And you would definitely, when you start out using the product, you wouldn't use it on the same night that you use the TLC, because it would be too much for your skin. Because I'm so used to both, I can use both together and I don't get an irritation. I just sort of see the extra benefits of it. But retinol, if you're not familiar, is not just about anti-aging. It's really about turning over your kind of skincare cells and increasing collagen in the skin. And it really helps if you suffer with anything like acne or breakouts, or if you've got dark spots. It really is a bit of a cure-all. But you do have to go slowly with it. You have to use a really small amount, especially because this is so powerful. So really bear that in mind if you are adding it to your routine. But I love it. I use it probably 5 nights a week, sometimes more. And I will go in with it after my TLC. Again, they work well together because my skin's used to it, but don't start like that or you'll probably get some irritation. Incidentally, I never got any irritation using this retinol like I have with others I've used. So I can totally recommend it. I know some people have had like peeling and things with this retinol, but if you go slowly and follow the directions, that shouldn't be an issue for you. In the full size retinol, you do also get a cute little BHydra in a 3ml or 0.1 fluid ounce size. So this is what I like as well, when they are putting together a gift like this, they could just give you the A Passione on its own, but instead they still give it you in the box with the little sample of BHydra, even though you get a full size in as well. So I like that nice little touch. Okay, so there are 10 full-size products that come in here, but we also get a range of samples, which I don't believe they've ever done before when they've put together the trunk. So I am pleased to see this. Now, I do have the whole range because, like I said, I've been using it for years, so I have naturally tried all of it, and I use it all in a kind of rotation. But if you are new to Drunk Elephant, or if you've not used some of these other products, then this is just a brilliant little introduction. So I talked to you before about some of the different cleansers. And this is the Slay Butter Cleanser, so it's sort of the newest of the cleansers really. This comes in a 13 gram or 0.46 fluid ounces. And it is literally a solid cleanser. It's in a kind of, as the name would suggest, butter texture, maybe even a little bit thicker than butter. So it's like an oil-based cleanser. And as you kind of work it into the skin, it melts like butter. Great at taking off makeup, great at cleansing the skin and everything. So nice that they've included that, because you'll get a good few uses to try it out. They also include a little sachet here of bamboo booster. So this is a blend of bamboo extract and charcoal powder. You get it in a 1 gram sample size or 0.03 ounces. So it is physical kind of little, not beads, but little texture that you put into the Balm cleanser, although you can of course use it with, say, your other Best in No. 9 if you want to, but it just gives it that physical exfoliation as well. So when you buy a full size of this, you do actually get like a little tube of the bamboo booster. So they do work well together, and they're designed to do that. We also get this, which is just the cutest thing ever. So this is the Erase Milky Micellar Water, which is Drunk Elephant's newest launch this year. So this is, as the name would suggest, a micellar water. Great at removing makeup again. I suppose this would really fall into the cleansing category. When I said there was only 4, I guess there's kind of 5. But this, for me, I don't necessarily tend to use it to take off makeup. I'll just tend to use it just to wipe over the skin to give it a bit of a refresh. I've also put it in like a spray bottle before and just sprayed it on for like a bit of extra hydration. It works really well like that. And it does contain peptides and things that are good for the skin. And this is in a super cute 15ml or 0.5 fluid ounces size. You can actually buy it in 2 different sizes. I have both of them, but I couldn't get hold of one of these little mini ones because you can't buy them in this size. So I'm seriously pleased that this was in here just for me to have as part of my collection. The packaging is just next level in my opinion. And then we have got De-Bronzy. So De-Bronzy, the anti-pollution sunshine drops. So these contain cocoa extract, platinum peptides. They protect the skin from pollution, but they also add a really nice glow. So it's almost like a liquid bronzer, but not quite as scary as that. So I like to sort of mix it in with Umbra if I want to give my skin a little bit of an extra glow or a little bit of extra colour as well. And obviously you can build this kind of product up. So if you want your skin to look a lot darker or to match in with whatever your skin tone is, or your tan at that point, then you can absolutely do that. It's lovely on the skin, again plays nice with makeup. You can actually mix it into a foundation to give yourself a little bit more colour, and it's just a lovely product to use. And when I've used this before, people have said to me, generally only in the summer, because in the UK that's really when you're going to only get the proper kind of sun that's going to tan you, but they're like, if you sat out in the sun you've got a little bit of colour. Actually no, I've just been playing around with De-Bronzy, but it's nice that people think, oh yeah, you look like you've got a bit of colour to your face, you look a bit more healthy, you know, so it's good. Then we've got a sample of the C Tango Multivitamin Eye Cream, which I talked about before. This is a 1.5ml or 0.05 fluid ounces. I would say you would get probably 2 days use out of this, even using it twice a day. So it should give you a chance to see if you like it. This is for firming, brightening. Like I said, personally, Shaba is the eye cream for me, but this is also very good if you want to try it out and see what all the fuss is about that one. And then finally, we also get a sample of La La Retro Whipped Cream, the other moisturiser in the range. 6 rare African oils and ceramides, again in a 1.5ml or 0.05 fluid ounces. Enough for a couple of uses just to see if this is one for you. So let me know in the comments, what do you think of the Drunk Elephant trunk? Is it something you picked up, or is it something that you would like to pick up again in the future? Definitely worth being aware of the trunk and what this kind of offers. If you are a Drunk Elephant skincare user, you can kind of save up like I do, and then when it goes on sale, which this year was around about beginning of October, I think, in the UK, then you can purchase this and get a lot more Drunk Elephant for your money. And you also get it in the like fun packaging, whatever they've kind of put it in next year. But this year is obviously a suitcase, which is kind of ironic because we can't go anywhere with everything that's going on. So I've never needed a suitcase less in that sense, but actually it is really cute. It would be nice for weekends away if we can do those again. And I love like all the organisation compartments in there as well. And this is not even about buying the suitcase, this is about buying the skincare, but it is a really great kind of gift packaging they've put it in. So I am impressed with its kind of functionality as well as a suitcase. I'm happy with the products they've included inside, and I'm really happy that they've included little samples this time as well. So I think it's great, and I wouldn't hesitate to get another one. I just love Drunk Elephant. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this unboxing. I'd love it if you give me a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing. Like I said, I will be unboxing the hair and body care trunk that Drunk Elephant have done. I have previously done videos on the hair and body care ranges, which again I'll put cards here for if you want to go and check that out. I've also made advent calendar unboxings. There's a whole playlist of them if you want to check them out, so if you're still on the hunt for an advent calendar. How amazing would a Drunk Elephant advent calendar be? They really need to do that. So yeah, I'd love it if you'd hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell to be notified when my next video goes live. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.